Billingham Stars TV and its training talks. And this week with one of the behind the scenes staff, Sadie Pinchbeck, our sports therapist. Thanks for joining us, Sadie, on training night. We've also, part of the reason we're talking to yourself as well, the blood kit has arrived from Adam's Angels. It's something that, as a sports therapist, and obviously you look after the guys' well-being on the ice when anything happens, but it's something that you're hoping to have to never use.
Absolutely. Like, that incident that happened with Adam is like the stuff of nightmares, to be honest, isn't it? And obviously thoughts, prayers still with the teammates, the family, the friends, everyone, because you can't even really begin to comprehend the gravity of that situation to be involved in it. And I really hope that never have to be involved in anything like that, ever. But I do want to say thanks to Erin and Adam's Angels for getting all the money together and getting all the kits for everybody, because it would have been easy for her to just sort herself out. But actually the time and the energy that she's put into making sure that all the teams are sorted out, you've got to give her fist pumps and high fives for that, because it's amazing work. Yeah,
and see, it's not just teams in our division, it's just gone from the Elite League all the way through the National League, Women's Leagues, England teams, JB teams. Basically everybody who plays hockey under the kind of EIH umbrella is pretty much covered.
Yeah, and I just, like I said, the time, the energy and the effort that must have taken her, and everybody that's been involved in it is epic. And so thank you to her and everyone for thinking of all of us and doing something that's going to benefit everybody and not just her team.
Yeah, amen to that. And Erin obviously is one of your colleagues as a sports therapist supporting the Raiders in the national division. And I think we were talking before we started recording, this is season 11 for you with the Billingham Stars?
Yeah, season 11.
Can you tell us a little bit about what, obviously you're here on training and games, what the kind of things you do for the team and support their well-being and general fitness and well-being?
So generally I just do a bang average job at trying to keep this mess together. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so just generally kind of the same thing I do in my day-to-day job, really, just assess any injuries that they might get in games, try and give them rehab programs to follow, kick them up the arse if they don't follow it, and then yeah, just on game days, patch them up if they need it, and just give them a bit of moral support, I guess. And
being part of the team, as with everybody who's been kind of around the team the last couple of years, in particular the last couple of years, has been really positive and a really fun place to be around.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, this isn't work to me, this is something that I do out of the sheer pleasure of it, because otherwise why would you travel up and down the country every weekend on top of a full-time job? And obviously it's always much nicer when you're winning and you're having a strong season like we are at the minute. But having said that, we've still had some, even on the seasons where we've not done so well, or we've not had outcomes that we'd hoped for, the lads are just good crack. The ones that used to play for us, the ones that still play for us, like, I've never had a bad word really to say about any of them, and they've always been good crack and they've always looked after me, so I can't say fairer than that, to be honest.
And we're talking about Erin and the therapists around the league, and there seems to be a good rapport with therapists on other teams as well. I know you had we've lost her this season, Hazel from Solway, but the therapists kind of, you support each other that way as well.
Yeah.
You're a kind of team as well.
Yeah, and it's nice because I like that, having that rapport with them, because I sort of think if I wasn't able to go to a game for whatever reason, like when we played the Sharks, I know if something happened to one of my boys, Hazel would step up, and likewise she knew that if she couldn't make it here, if anything happened to one of hers, I'd step up, and that's just nice to know that they're all going to still be looked after, even when you're not there, like if I couldn't make it, so that's reassuring. Yeah,
and just quickly about the season so far, as you say, it's been an exciting one on the ice, but obviously the kind of under the run in after Christmas now, it's derby games always fun from your side as well.
Don't know if I'd use the word fun, Craig. Anxiety inducing and stressful are probably the two terms I'd choose to use, because historically they've always been the ones that have been a little bit more feisty and salty, shall we say. So generally those are the ones where I'm sort of a little bit on edge that something unfortunate might happen. But then I guess when it's all over and you look back on it, you're like, oh, it was exciting. It is, for the fans, it's got to be one of like the most exciting sort of sets of games of the season, hasn't it? That sort of banter and rivalry.